you are coming from outside, you are well prepared.
Outsider or an insider or whatever you want to call it.
किस्मत में जो लिखा है वो तभी होगा.
It's about talent and what God has planned for you. अच्छी script हो, काम मिल जाए, that was important.
Yeah. Come and own it, and whatever happens, failures or success, it is your own.
So they don't want to work with anyone who's new.
They have their own journeys, yeah. They have their own karmas, and they have to fight their own demons.
Hello to everyone who's watching us on Mamaraazzi. This is Amar, and today I'm joined by Parth Samthaan and Khushalii Kumar for a movie as special as Ghudchadi.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Parth, I'll start with you.
Ji.
I know how a big Bollywood debut matters to you.
Yeah.
And this is your debut at the films. How do you place it in your filmography? How
The most special yet, because obviously it's my first step.
Correct.
When it comes to being featured in a feature film. And yes, I've done television for the longest time.
Yes.
And I've not done many shows, but I've done few very selective shows which I felt was very connected to me. And of course, I could give my 100% to it. And now there is a point where I feel that I need to step up and I need to get into feature films because that is something I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
So finally, it's here, worth the wait. It's not like I didn't try initially. I did try, but after few attempts, वो कहते हैं ना कि किस्मत में जो लिखा है वो तभी होगा.
बिल्कुल.
तो बस इस वक्त I feel is the right time and it's happening. So you have to embrace it and you have to be positive कि things will work out in the future. So you have to give your 100% right now also. So that is what I'm trying my best, and the film is super entertaining and I'm proud to be a part of such a film with such a fantastic cast.
The event was also super entertaining.
Oh yeah,
the song launch.
Absolutely.
Saare event aise hote.
Yeah.
Khushalii, moving to you. You have also shifted genre-wise to a film. It's a big ensemble. How do you place it in your filmography? This film?
I think it's for me as an actor, I wanted to explore, of course, all the genres. I was never limited to any particular, nor I ever decided that I will make a debut with a thriller.
Yep.
I never had a set plan as such. For me, it was, achhi script ho, kaam mil jaye, that was important.
Yeah.
And I'm very blessed in a way that, things did fall in place because, most of the times senior actors coming with so much of experience, they don't want to work with anyone who's new. And for reasons even that is correct, they come with so much, there's like कि हमारा ग्राफ ही उनसे इतना अलग लगेगा. So you need to be also at a level to match it. So I even remember with Maddie, he had seen one of my short films and he saw that potential in me when he agreed to do that film. And even like I'm sure even with Sanjay sir, Raveena ma'am, they had seen Parth's work, my work. So all of these things do matter, and I am very blessed and fortunate to get an opportunity to share screen space with such actors. But I've never had any sort of a set rule or any sort of a set plan कि मुझे ऐसे करना है. I think everything was just falling in place, and I'm glad and happy that Ghudchadi happened for me.
Good things happen to good people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Parth, you're talking about the first few films which were planned. Aapka debut, which was planned earlier, the shoot also started, if I'm right, and then it got shelved. But now, I think jo hota hai achhe ke liye hota hai, and now Ghudchadi is coming. But if we go back in time and if I can ask you, what was the reason why it got shelved? Because if the movie has Parth as the lead, half of the job is done.
No, not at all. The movie, see, it's not a TV show. If
Correct.
a TV show was there and if I am involved in it, then yes, somewhere I feel that I have a set of audience which obviously I am hoping that they will also watch the show and everything.
Indeed.
But films is a different entity altogether. There's a different set of audience altogether, and I think it's the biggest gamble when it comes to entertainment business because you don't know the odds. You don't know what may work, what might work.
Definitely.
So the industry people, even being veterans, they still struggle to find the right chord sometimes.
Everything has to align.
Everything has to be aligned. And being an actor, what more can you do? You can just be an actor, you can act in front of the camera, but there are so many people, everyone has to click together. The whole set of team has to come together, including the producer, including the director, including the channel or theaters or cinemas, and including the unit, and also the cast, their dates, everything. So everything has to come together. Me being just an actor in the film doesn't matter. So I feel वही जो कहते हैं ना कि जब होना होता है तब होना होता है. तो बस अभी वो चीज हुई finally, and I'm happy about it. I'm glad about it.
We all are manifesting.
Yeah. Thank you.
I have to talk about the icons in this film. Sanjay sir and Raveena ma'am. Even maybe when we saw you all dancing together, it seemed like a little family is already made.
Yeah.
So Khushalii, if I have to ask you about the experience working with them, your takeaway especially, what was your takeaway, and did it become a family at the end?
Yes, I would say it was like a family from day one.
Arey wah.
But even with Nidhi and Binoy, I would always say, captain of the ship brings everyone together, and they all are very close knitted. They know Raveena ma'am and Sanjay sir since long, and I remember, even at the event day before, Raveena ma'am calling our director, "Ye damad, hamare damad hai."
Damad.
So it just shows, already it was a very nice and a happy family, and
it looks like.
And it was a memorable experience for me working with them, and for me now it is, I hope I get to work with them again in future.
Good, that's good. But they are, मतलब उनके करियर की जो longevity है, it amazes me. वो कब से हैं और अभी तक they are there. What was your takeaway from them? मतलब
यही है सबसे बड़ा takeaway कि
we got a chance to be in their film, and of course we got a chance to obviously play their kids, and the whole dynamics of the twisted family, where obviously there is a complexity regarding love, and who will sacrifice, who will give up, all that. So the whole story itself is so witty and so funny. Situation itself, like there are no jokes cracked.
Correct.
There is,
also we have not seen something.
So there is a situation that is itself is funny. So one's tragedy is other's comedy. That's what is happening.
And
that's
we
what
need
we're trying to
something
show.
like this, because everything else is very semi-serious.
Absolutely. कितना कुछ stressful, सब कुछ वही
Because
drug cartel,
crime, entertainment के लिए.
murder और वही चल रहा है. So I feel this is a good slice of life, family-oriented film.
बिल्कुल, much needed. Now there's a lot of debate about the inside-outsider battle, and all the things are talked about. सब लोग अपनी बातें बताते हैं. It's done to death. Everyone says that an insider will have a lot of perks. But if I have to ask you, what would be the perks for an outsider like you? I'm sure there are perks for an outsider also now in this space.
No, of course. The perks, as in, I don't know about the perks, but yes, obviously he has to be on his. He always has to be prepared, no matter what, he or she. And they have to find the right opportunity. They have to not be disheartened by the failures that they come by, and they have to accept the failures, and they have to move on, and that makes them strong from within. And the whole ball game is, see, the thing is, you are coming from outside, you are well prepared. You are well prepared. It's not like someone had told you to forcefully to come here and join. You took your own choice, so it's your own responsibility to come and own it, and whatever happens, failures or success, it is your own. So do that. So make sure you don't have any sort of regrets or any sort of insecurity or jealousy, for that matter, with other people, because they have their own journeys. They have their own karmas, and they have to fight their own demons. You don't know. You always feel that grass is always greener on the other side, but the reality is, when you actually meet the person, I have met Khushalii, okay, and whatever, it's very easy to say, okay, she comes from a very musical legacy family, but it is not easy for her to obviously crack. If it was that easy, she could have cracked into all the bigger films that you're seeing by T-series. But it is not. So she's making a mark herself, she's working hard, she has her own journey, her story, and I have mine. So we all have our own journeys.
Legacy can also be burning and
that is there. What I feel is, there are two things, be it outsider or an insider or whatever you want to call it. It's about talent and what God has planned for you. अगर किस्मत आपके साइड पे नहीं है, आपके अगर मेरे आगे, मैंने जो वक्त पे आना था, मैं वही वक्त पे आई हूँ. और अगर नहीं तो मैं बहुत पहले आ सकती थी. मेरे लिए प्लेटर पे हर एक चीज, I mean, having whatever said and done, I can't deny the fact. Yes, it is one of the biggest production house. But did I come earlier? My mom was not letting me. It was like, a huge buffet table is laid in front of me with the variety of dishes, but I'm not allowed to eat. How, heartbreaking can that be? So I have had my own struggle, my own journey, and maybe an outsider would be feeling, यार इसके लिए तो कितना easy है. और मेरे को लगता है, मैं अगर outsider होती, शायद मेरे लिए तब easy होता. So I feel God has a plan for everyone. जो चीज आपकी life में जितने time आपका अंजल भी इस दुनिया में लिखा है, उसने उतनी ही जिंदगी जीनी है. So I completely feel, on that as well. So it's always talent. Of
Yeah.
course, you need to be talented.
Bilkul.
It would shine no matter where, whichever part of the world
Yes.
you are ना.
बिल्कुल.
आपने अपना एक YouTube पे भी वीडियो डाल दिया, वो भी वायरल होएगा ही होएगा.
Yeah.
If you have that, so I just completely believe it's talent and destiny.
Definitely. आप कहीं से भी आओ, if you are not talented, consistent work नहीं
Work नहीं मिलता.
हाँ.
बिल्कुल.
Yeah.
Now I have to talk about the casting of the film. The one good thing I really liked about it, it's very age appropriate casting. Otherwise, we see a lot of age gaps, and sometimes it doesn't look natural on screen.
Acha,
So
okay.
If you both can talk about the casting processes and the casting director.
Yeah, I
Oh.
would say Raveena ma'am, honestly, she's got 2 kids. उनको देख के बिल्कुल नहीं लगता है.
बिल्कुल.
It was very difficult for me to call her mom firstly, but our script is such, once you'll see the film, it
Yeah.
demanded it to be that ways.
Yeah.
And she's an amazing person, and all her reels, everything is fun.
Yeah, she's
And
fab.
yeah, it's an appropriate casting because I'm seeing the excitement the way people have to see Sanjay sir and Raveena ma'am's chemistry on screen. Even when we were seeing the shoot, मतलब आप पूरा screen पे monitor से हटने का दिल नहीं कर रहा था. It's like, so you get hooked on to it.
Surely.
So people are they are loving it, and I'm sure they will really enjoy in the film as well.
Parth,
Yeah,
what do I like?
me looking up to Baba. I mean, come on. We've
Yeah, I
grown
saw
up
those
watching
videos.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've grown up watching him, and I have utmost respect for him. And I could not. I was very nervous in front of him. Like if he's sitting here, and I would be sitting here, I would be like speechless.
बिल्कुल.
मतलब मैं एकदम नर्वस हो जाता था. मैं क्या बात करूँ इनसे, मैं कैसे बात करूँ, क्या वो सोचेंगे वो. अगर मैं ऐसे पूछा तो बोलेंगे नहीं कि आई एम ट्राइंग टू बी वेरी नोजी और समथिंग. तो it was very complicated situation for me because I do get starstruck, but and obviously I get very nervous around them.
Obviously.
And
And you cannot be starstruck on a set because you have to be professional also.
So once the director said ready and all, then I switch back to all the preparation that I've done as Chirag,
Yeah.
and then I come back. Okay, he's my father now.
Correct.
He's not Baba anymore. He's not
Correct.
Dutt anymore. He's
Correct.
my father.
Correct.
And apart from that, Aruna Irana ji was a surprise for me
Oh,
because
yeah.
I had seen her. Obviously, we all have seen her. My mother has seen her.
बिल्कुल.
And my mother is a big fan of her. And my mother, in fact, the first day that she got to know that ऐसा है, तो she तो said उनके जाके पहले पाँव छूना. और वो हम उनका सिनेमा देखते थे, हम
बिल्कुल.
बहुत बड़े फैन थे.
बिल्कुल.
तो तेरी दादी प्ले कर रही है, तू बहुत लकी है. So
Definitely.
for me it was, and plus she was one of the most sweetest dadi.
Yeah.
Like she was so humble and so grounded.
She's
And
the
yeah,
OG. She's
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So once she saw the trailer also the other day
Yeah.
with us, and she was so happy, and she looked at me and she's like,
Yeah.
अच्छा काम किया है.
She was very radiant in the
Yeah.
event also.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, a lot of goodwill. I think when I say good things happen to good people, a lot of goodwill is also coming along for the film. We all are very excited. Now, if I have to, you both are young actors. If I have to talk about genres, what genres are you looking ahead of you, which you specifically want to tap as an actor?
अरे too
Because
many
you
यार.
have
Too
done
many. मैं तो इस
rom-coms and
चीज में
dramedy
बहुत
songs.
greedy हूँ. I
हाँ,
want to
बिल्कुल.
play, I think all.
Yeah,
There is
yeah.
nothing I
It
would say
ratiates.
कि मेरे को ये वाला
हाँ.
छोड़ना है या ऐसे है. No, I'm तो
Yeah.
looking anything good.
I would say
Any
more
good
like a thriller detective series
Hmm.
where I'm playing a spy or even a detective.
Yeah.
That or something to do with sci-fi.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of sci-fi, science fiction. So yeah, anything to do with Kalki 2, I'm up for it.
Oh wow! I hope the makers are listening.
Yeah, so somewhat like that, in that genre.
All right. Okay. So before we move to the game, I want to ask, what are your upcoming projects after Ghudchadi? Is there anything? Obviously, you might not be able to talk about it, but if you can talk about.
There are few. Honestly, I don't want to talk about them. जब तक वो शुरू
सही
नहीं
पकड़े
होते हैं, all fingers crossed.
हाँ,
I
यार.
want to meet you again soon, and then
Definitely.
we shall talk about
But
it.
if you
Correct,
can talk
correct.
about the genre.
Nothing. I
Nothing,
will. I
nothing.
don't want to say anything
All
right
right.
now.
All right.
Yeah, same.
Same.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
And actually,
crossed.
we are actually hoping that films.
There
this
are
film
couple of
does
them.
wonders for us.
Yeah.
For sure.
And of course, the shows that we have planned, it works out for us. Yeah.
Okay.
That
And
is
I
there.
hope the
True on
compatibility shows when the film releases, drops on Jio. Please watch it. Give all your love because it's a very special
Thank
film.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
9th
much.
of August, please watch Ghudchadi on Jio Cinemas.
Thank you, guys.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Parth Samthaan,
Hi, this is Khushalii Kumar.
and you're watching us on Mamaraazzi.